Hi guys, we're back for a start for our next build. This is a kit I bought, or I won in the raffle at the IPMS show in St. Louis last month. And it's a really cool plane, but it's probably one I never would have bought on my own. But I'm glad that I won it. And this is, as you can see, it is the World War I bomber, the German Gotha. This is a 1/48 scale kit, and it was a kit from Aurora, and it's got a 19.5-inch wingspan. So it's almost the wingspan. This is a World War I biplane, guys, with almost a 2-foot wingspan in 1/48 scale. It's huge. This kit was from 1976. They said. At the beginning, before we can get into it, this aircraft would have had, or could have had, the German Lozens camouflage pattern on its upper wing, which is really kind of cool looking. It's a lot of different colors, but this is what you get to do that. And I'm sure you were supposed to trace this onto some carbon paper and then draw it onto the wing according to the instructions, and then paint each one of those little blocks depending on the number in the block. You paint it that color. I know I have seen decal sheets of the Lozens pattern, but I have no idea where it is. So if you've seen that or know where I can get the 1/48 scale Lozens camouflage decal for the wings, they're tan, orchid, light olive, dark blue, gray. That's the colors of the Lozens. And then the lower surface of the wings would be mustard, forest green, and there was some pale green and some pinks and some dark greens and some purples on that for that scheme, which I'd like to do. You can see the one on the box. They didn't even take the time to do that. They just did the plain olive drab paint scheme on it. So let me crank this up here a little bit. Let's look at the instructions, which are very, very simplistic, but they get the job done. First off, we're building the 2 engine pods, an engine nacelles, and the 2 sets of landing gear. Remember, this is World War I. The kit does come with pilot and your 2 gunners, or / bombardier. This is a bomber. And then we won't talk about this part till the end. And there's our wing structure. The upper wing. That's 19.5 inches from there to there. I'm sorry, we'll help us within frame. From wingtip to wingtip on the upper wing is 19.5 inches. And then we've got the tail surfaces going on, bombs going on, landing gear, small parts. And then we get into the beginning of the rigging. You have the rigging for the engine and the landing gear here. Then you have to rig up the rudder and elevator controls that run all the way down the side of the plane. And then only then do you do all of the wing. Fortunately enough, the tail has actual struts for the tail, so you don't have to rig the wings. And there is our basic basic paint scheme for and decal placement. Instead, I'd like to get the decals to do the lozenge paint scheme on top of the wings. So that's the instructions. Okay, to give you an idea, this is again 1/48 scale. That's the fuselage, which is about 10 inches long. There. Since they're right on top here. For being decals that are almost 50 years old, they don't look half bad. But I have a feeling that they are not going to survive the water. So we will scan and print, and let's say if I might look for new decals for that as well. If I could find a set that would save me from having to scan and print them, because inkjet printed decals are not my favorite. They don't work as well as they should. Being a 50-year-old kit, a lot of the parts are no longer on their sprues, but they're all in there. Give you an idea. Again, let's see, I can't back up the camera. That's the upper wing right there, and the lower wings are here. So you're looking at big old plane, especially in World War I era scale of aircraft. Did work on a little bit during Terry's hangout this evening. We've got 2 of our engine nacelles built, and we have our landing gear built minus the wheels, and then we also have the tops of the engines with the intake and the exhaust manifolds on them. They go into there. One goes there, and one goes there. Something like that, and the propellers go on the ends. But anyway, we're got move right along on this build because I can do most of it without having the decals for the wing. I can get most of it built before I have to worry about the decals. So we're going to move right along on this one. Other than the painting and the decals, it shouldn't take very long. And the rigging is going to take forever. So wish me luck, guys. It's probably the biggest rigging nightmare I've ever done. It's kind of a getting me ready for doing the 196 Constitution that I'm going to do over the winter. So it's getting. I've done rigging before, but this will get me in the mindset for doing lots and lots and lots of rigging, because as you can see, there is a ton of it. It was basically held together by rope. So thanks for watching our video, guys, and we will see you on the next one. So I want to just end like my normal, say good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in the world when you're watching this video, and have a good day, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.